Okay, so on my path to God, I have actually seen a lot of synchronicities in my life that showed me that this path is true. And one of the biggest ones that actually really affected me was back in 2012 when my mom passed away. So my mom was a cancer patient, and at the very end, she had really deteriorated. She had obstructive jaundice. That's when the skin color really gets not just yellow, but comes into really dark, so it's slightly olive green. And that day when she passed away, you know, then how they take them down to the place where they wash them and prepare them for the burial. So when the woman who was responsible for doing this washing, she just literally lifted that cover upon her, and we were all in a state of shock because we saw her literally bright up and lit, even though just a few moments ago I had seen her with a dull face and she had very dark colored skin from the jaundice. She was like literally, like seriously brightly lit up again, and she was smiling, and the front line of her teeth, all of them were showing. And it's like God was talking to me back then, because as a person who comes from a medical background, I would have, subhanAllah, I would have maybe doubted dreams. I maybe have had second thoughts about them. But with this, it's like God is talking to me with something that I cannot deny. How can anyone even act at this stage of life, right? At the very end. So if my mother had passed away even though she was a believer of Ahmad al-Hassan, from him is peace, and at that time, if she had passed away and this man was a Dajjal or was any of that, I don't think this would have been the end at the end. So this was a sign. And then due to her passing away really affected me that time. I spent like 3 months mourning over her. I was really upset about it. My mom had a different, like we had a connection, and there was a certain role she played in my life. So it's like all my life stopped for 3 whole months. I didn't even change the black color, you know, that we wear. I couldn't take it off because I was so depressed and sad over her. And when God started, then, you know, he sent me a friend of mine who she really helped me to start to come out of this. Then my brother that time, that was back in March 2013, and he told me, look, because he was telling me about the dawah before, and because I was so into my dunya world of I wanted to finish my doctoral degree, I wanted to finish my studies, and I was a mother of 2 boys. And I told him, okay, look, I'm not against any of this, but I really don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea who is Imam Mahdi in the first place. I was not a religious person. I didn't know anything about religion, basically. I was just a normal Muslim who would do the praying, fasting, you know, just the things that we thought would take us to paradise. And then, and then he told me, okay, look, I left you as you will. Now mom passed away and you've seen that miracle by yourself. I'm going to challenge you now. I told him, okay. And I was so surprised by his confidence, how he was talking. He told me, I challenge you, if you pray to God 2 rakas and you make istikhara, just ask him, is this man that my mom believed in and who passed away believing in him a Dajjal, or is he a real, true messenger from you and you want me to follow him? And he told me, if you do that, just open the Quran like this, you know, without any, just open the Quran like that and see which page you will get. Just read the verse that first comes on your way. And he told me, I challenge you that you are never going to get a verse related to punishment or related to hellfire when you're asking God about Ahmad al-Hassan, from him is peace. And to be honest, because he was so confident, it made me want to do it. Okay, I want to do it. Let's see what is happening here. So I did that. I woke up that night for my Fajr prayer, and I prayed the 2s, and then I just asked God. Then when I opened the Mus'haf, I got the verse and I chose you, so listen to what is being said. And I was shocked I remember my whole body gets goosebumps, and I just like, what is going on? So I closed it, and I thought, no, okay, let's just do this again. This was probably a coincidence or something. Let's just do this again properly. So I prayed again, and then I asked God again, and I did it. And it came again, the same page, the same verse. I did it 3 times, and I got the same page. What are the odds that you would open any book, even without it being folded or anything, that you would open on the same exact page 3 times? And that day I thought, God is talking to me. And yeah, that day I made my shahada, and I believed in the Imam, from him is peace, and that's how my journey started.